Hey folks, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video. So the Pokemon Masters official Twitter account, the JP one at least, tweeted out the next upcoming sync pair. Well, very likely going to be next upcoming sync pair, and may I kind of sort of say, can I get a bit of credit here? Maybe I called it. Right? Volkner. It is Volkner, right? As I sort of predicted earlier. So it's Volkner, and they tweeted like two videos of it. One is him in his, I think, story event, which is interesting because I personally never thought he would get a story event. I know Volkner's super popular, but like, is it that popular to get his own story event? Apparently he might get his own story event. So first tweet out a video of the story event, a bit of that, with his good buddy Flint, right? Although I don't know what the heck's going on here, right? But yeah, it does have Luxray, so that's nice. Personally, I mean, I know there was a possibility he could have gotten Electivire, but I personally really hope that he got Luxray instead. First of all, it kind of matches his jacket colors, and then it's the one that he had in all three games, right? Electivire is only in Platinum, so I thought it made a bit more sense for him to get Luxray instead. Plus I like Luxray a bit more. So yeah, it's great that I got Luxray over there. Well, at least I think it's great. If you guys like Electivire, then okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, Luxray, Volkner, and also they had their sync move animation here as well. We could check that out real quick. Alright. Only JP voices for now. Usually the English, stuff comes a day later, right? It's probably in a few hours or so, I'd imagine. So, poor Celio. So this is, by the way, this is a Thunderfang sync move. Poor guy. Dude, looks so tall like this. It's probably a camera angle. But yeah, it is the Thunderfang sync move, which does bring up a few, points of discussion, right? Because Thunderfang is not a good move, right? I mean, well, I wouldn't say it's not a good move. It's not a very powerful move, BP-wise, because if you check in-game, right, Thunderfang, it's 95% accuracy and only a 47 BP. It's a 2-gauge move, has a very small chance of making the target flinch or leaving the target paralyzed. So what this kind of sort of leads me to believe is potentially, I think Volkner, again, if Luxray is going to get Thunderfang, maybe Volkner could be like another tech unit, because again, flinch and paralyze, that's obviously, very powerful para-flinch, right? If we could get like a tech Volkner and Luxray with para-flinch on Thunderfang with like aggravation and hostile environment, that could be very interesting, right? Although personally I would have really liked a new electric striker, but I guess this would do as well, right? So like something, again, Thunderfang with maybe like hostile environment 1 and aggravation 1 on its passive, and then like Synchrid, they could get like 1 or 2 more of those. That might be a bit too much. Just kind of like how Berg does, Berg and Leavanny do their passives, right? They have like Honor Roll 1 and what was the other one? Honor Roll and Swag Bag 1 on their passives, and then on the grid they get like 1 more Swag Bag or 2 more Swag Bags and 2 more Honor Rolls, right? Something like that maybe. Looking at some other potential stuff that Volkner could have over here, right? I'm not 100% sure what he could get, because like Volkner, or not Volkner, Luxray, in terms of like moveset, it has a lot of options that could potentially, be tech-ish, right? So stuff like a Scary Face, Roar. I'm not sure how Roar would like work in Masters. That would be kind of weird. But maybe, give it Leer as well or something. Swagger? I don't know. There's a few options, right? Thunderwave. Although that would kind of, if they give Luxray a Thunderwave, it would kind of defeat the purpose of like having hostile environment on Thunderfang, right? So I'm kind of torn on this, because like on one hand it would be really nice if we got like a more competent, electric type striker. But on the other hand, like physical electric type, they have a very limited, or rather limited, move pool, right? Like, mainly you're, like, if you're a physical electric type and you're not, like, not named Pikachu or whatever, like, your main, like, physical attacking move is gonna be, like, Wild Charge. And Wild Charge is fine in the main series, right? But as we all know, in Pokemon Masters, Recall is terrible. Which obviously, you know, it's not like it can't get fixed, right? Hilda's got fixed very, very well. I'd argue, right? In terms of the amount of reduction Hilda got from her grid. So sure, maybe we could still do Wild Charge, and it could still very well be a you know, striker. It could be a support, right? That's still possible. Like, it's just not gonna have aggravation or whatever. It's just like a regular Thunderfang, and it just has like a completely different set of support stuff. But it does seem like, if I were to guess, probably like a tech unit. But again, it could still have Wild Charge, but like it's just not that great. As for like some other, like, it's literally just Wild Charge. That's like your only main, like, you know, physical electric type move. Does it learn anything egg moves wise? Shockwave special? Yeah, I mean, like, it's basically everything's good. Like, if you're gonna be like a physical electric type striker, everything's just gonna be like Elisa, right? Spark and Wild Charge, Spark and Wild Charge, and I'm fine with it not having Wild Charge, right? I'm fine with it not being another, you know, recoil striker, even though again, it's not like the biggest deal once you fix it with the grid. But yeah, if it could be a very, very interesting tech unit with Paraflinch, that would be really, really nice, right? As for some other stuff, does that mean, you know, a Articuno or Moltres, or what was the other one? Tapu Fini? Legendary Arena is confirmed? No, it doesn't mean it's confirmed. Okay, but it does make it slightly likely that you know, we might potentially get one of those, right? Or one of those legendary arenas. Again, it's not confirmed. Like, you know, none of this is confirmed. Again, it's all speculation. Well, Volkner's coming to game. That's confirmed, right? Pretty much. But yeah, it could be possible we could get those. Could possibly we don't. But yeah, it's pretty likely, unless they're just not doing legendary arenas this month. But they've done, you know, at least one legendary arena per month so far, right? Unless they do reruns or whatever. But yeah, that should be interesting to see as well. As for the whole kit, only weak to ground, no surprise there. It's probably just gonna be weak to ground. I mean, it's electric type, right? So yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a decent tech. Hopefully it's gonna have good speed. What's its base stats, by the way? Actually, yeah, never mind. Luxray's speed's not that great, but again, you know, stats don't usually like 100% translate from. I mean, it's not terrible either, but yeah, it doesn't 100% translate from main series games. I'm just kind of sick and tired of these like really bad speed mons that we've been getting lately. I don't know. But yeah, if it's gonna be a tech, it could also be like also have like a sync nuke grid, because a lot of techs kind of sort of do, right? And it could boast like a decent physical attack stat to like sort of sync nuke as well, because that's kind of, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's kind of like your only path for most physical electric type strikers here, right? Unless you just want to, you know, just recoil yourself to death, and yeah, just go for like some kind of sync nuke. Volkner might have, I mean, Volkner could maybe do some decent damage with Thunderfang as well, like if it has like Harry or Paralysis Energy on its grid, to a decent extent. They could be, you know, relatively strong. If the sync move gets like an extra buff from the opponent being paralyzed and flinched, there could be that as well, right? So yeah, I'm excited to see how good Volkner is. Again, flinch is incredibly powerful in this game. I'd say not as good as sleep. That's definitely not as good as sleep, but flinch is still very, very powerful. So hopefully it's a great flincher. So, you know, for those who missed out on Serena, maybe try for this. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see the more details as they come. As for the update, I'd probably guess it'd be sometime like tomorrow night, because we've been getting a lot of Saturday night / Monday morning updates, certain Pacific time. And also, if I remember correctly, they did mention in the news that it's going to be on like the 28th / 27th for like the Singsu Blue grid buff. So there's that as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, something like that. But anyways, yeah, let's move this one, I guess. Volkner Luxray coming, right? That should be pretty interesting. Personally, I can't wait. I love Volkner. I really do like Volkner a lot. So, anyways, again, that's been this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video. Subscribe to our channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. I'll see you guys in the next one.